Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. It's been rumored that Iyaagbe in the palace has explained, why that cow head was planted in Queen Naomi's apartment. So obviously, from outside, they will not get the effect they got the other time, and that is why they planted that cow head in Queen Naomi's apartment, so that it will turn out to be the reason why Queen Naomi will run out of the palace again. This time, it's not going to be Ooni of Ife fault. It's not going to be something that will, be seen as though they don't want Queen Naomi as something that will make the entire world blame the Oloris. Now, one of the biggest difficulties that they said the Oloris are having is the fact that everybody, the entire world, seems to be blaming them, that they are the reason why Olori Naomi did not stay. They basically push Olori Naomi out of that apartment, out of the palace, and people are so much against them because they feel obviously that the reason why Queen Naomi left the palace happens to be because of the Oloris. So they now brought that cow head and they planted it there so that a time will come where Queen Naomi will get up and leave the apartment. And as long as that cow head is in that house where Queen Naomi is living, she will never ever find peace with Ooni of Ife. She will never ever find happiness with Ooni of Ife. It will be basbos, trouble up and down every day. That is what they will always have. That is Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi will always have that problem over and over again. Now, if you are a person who has really been interested in this trend and you have been following the trend, you will find out that a lot of things have been said about the mystery surrounding her running that day and going on Instagram to post that stuff that she posted on Instagram. Now, what are these mysteries? First of all, they said, allegedly, as it is rumored and reported and speculated, okay? They said that, when she left the palace that day, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. Now, let me go back to it. Please, I'm not going to bore you with the story, but, there are people who are just joining us who may not have heard about this, if this information is true. That is, if this information is true, okay? Now, they said that Ooni of Ife had slated, a trip with Olori Naomi to Lagos. So I think it was a book launch, okay? And so now, usually, they are able to remind them 2 weeks later and 1 week later to prepare, because you know that they are queens. Like, of course, Queen Naomi is a queen. So they remind them so they can prepare their hair, prepare their nails, prepare everything they will need to use for the event. So they had reminded Olori Naomi 2 weeks before, and reminded her a week before she said she was going. Even though at that time they were beginning to have small problems, that is Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, they were having problems that had to do with Ebony, okay? It was problems here and there. Oni had even sent Naomi Christmas gift, okay, that week, okay? And so on this day, when it was time for them to go to that event, Oni sent Ashley or Ebony. Oni sent Ebony to go and inform Naomi that he was set. Naomi should come out from her own chamber so they can go for that event. And Ebony came back and told Kabiyesi that Naomi said she was not going, she wasn't interested. Now, Oni took that personal and took that as an insult because they had a problem the previous day. And Oni thought that it was based on that problem they had the previous day that had to do with Olori Naomi's brother and that contract that happened, that they said, there was an issue of, misappropriation of funds, okay? Okay, so now Ebony entered the vehicle and zoomed up with Oni. When Nami came out, Nami found out that Ebony had zoomed off with Oni. They said Nami could not take it. Nami was so upset. Nami cried. And that was how Nami went and posted that thing on Instagram. That's on the physical scene. Now, on the spiritual scene, they said that some people have come out recently to confess that they were behind what transpired, that they entered Naomi or entered somebody to go and post that thing on Instagram. Now, for me, that was the first time I heard that somebody can enter somebody and make the person to go and do what they do not want to do. I was trying to get that information from my grandmother, and she said, yes, so there's something like that traditionally or spiritually. Yes, so somebody can enter you and push you to go and do something you don't want to do. So they said this was what happened. That the women have even confessed that that wasn't what they wanted Nami to do. They wanted Nami to do something like slap Kabiesi in public so that the entire Yoruba people across the globe will reject her. But as God will have her, she just went on Instagram to go and reject Oni in public. But right now, Iyaagbe is saying, as it is alleged, if this rumor is true, that cow head, that is what the cow head is supposed to do. Pursue her out of that place. Make her go and do whatever she will do outside that will make the entire world blame her. She will never be happy. She will be in that house. She will want to go out, 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 out. Her heart, her mind, everything about her will want to be out there. She wants to go out and go out and go out. That is the only thing that she would never, ever, ever desire to be in that place again. That this is what this whole drama is about. Yes, so they said this is what this whole drama is about. That if this thing, that cow head they planted in that house is not to be removed, if they had not seen it, if they had not succeeded, they said that this woman would have come to stay in that house and she will never find happiness. She will run again. And this time the whole world will blame her. They will not want her to return back. Yoruba people will hate, will not like her, and all of that. That is what they want, and that is why they planted that thing. You saw, if the information is true, because I've told you I do not live there. These are not first-hand information. These are like 25th hand information. Okay, these are speculated, rumored, and no be me talkamly information. Okay, and I'll say to Dela Wright, anything you get on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt. So they said that Iyaagbe said this is what that cow head is supposed to be or supposed to do in that apartment. If they had not seen it, if they had not found out that there was something buried in that apartment, and you can see the extent for which these people went to try and pick and bury that cow head in that apartment. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.